by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. Lose love before me, you suck. Homemade ways for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got
historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Love going to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a 2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Busting free at the 10. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Well, so much for being backed up against a goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
That good for 19 and a first down. Off play action. Strong. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On the counter, this is Akers. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. We've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And with
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Here's 2nd and 10.
52 blaster. Trouble, 38. Hut.
Love now. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready,
So
break.
from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready?
Now Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Packers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, going to the air with Love. Right side to Watson. That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Lucas Van Ness, a first-rounder from Iowa, there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Strong. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A jet sweep. Here's Atwell. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Strong. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go now.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Love now on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
Here's Love. That's complete right around the 8. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun. Love. That is caught. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score, Packers 14, Rams 2.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's Lucas Van Ness there to drop him behind the line.
Well, you got a team that sits 28th in the league in rushing, so I guess you're going to see some plays like that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to do that, but just not like you can just abandon the run. You got to keep taking your shots, don't you? But at this point of the season, they haven't been very successful.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Looking deep here for Doubs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 11-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
Fury, yellow. Smack, red. Jackrabbit.
To throw now. Here's Love. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Packers first down.
To the air again. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Sit, mega. Drill green. Edo blue. On the ball.
Love from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was merely a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Shot, 17.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. That ball complete to Isabella.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That is incomplete.
Just when they need a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Johnson to return it. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Let's go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He's got a man.
down the right sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Evans. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Zach Evans, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15.
Makes the score Packers 24, Rams 9.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Escaping the pressure right.
Able to find his man, Kraft.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slide through.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And the Rams, 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards there for number 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Strong. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
1st down, Los Angeles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Strong. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Packers, 1st down.
10 cycles.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. They find some open field, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 46 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
And he'll go underneath here to Evans.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They're on 47-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he's got it.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Love now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably Not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
They'll go again here with Akers.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. A give, running right is Akers.
Able to push his way through. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
A gain of 5. And the Rams first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
A give up the middle to Akers. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Ready?
Up the middle, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Well, this was a really nice display.